This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody doing? I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Yep, this is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. Are you guys ready? Well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. You guys have been waiting for it, and now it's time. Now is the time. That's right. The format is here. It's ready. Are you guys ready? Well, it's time. Well, it's time to get the show on the road. So, are you guys ready? Now it's the time that you guys get to see and get the information regarding, that's right, the CONCACAF World Cup Qualification format for 2026. How much does this impact Jamaica? Does it help Jamaica? And after looking at this format, how confident do we feel about World Cup qualification? Is it one that we can reflect on fondly? Is it one that we can look upon and say, okay, this looks interesting? Can we look at it and be extremely excited about what the future lies ahead? Can we look at this new format and say, this was amazing? Can we look at it and say, yes, this was good? Let's think about it. Let's think about it, because I'm going to share it with you guys right now, and we get right into the mix with it. So let's get right into the mix, shall we? Now it's time. The World Cup qualification format. How will Jamaica qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, or more properly known as Canada, Mexico, USA? Are you guys ready? Karumi Hui, Oran Hernandez, Galaxy Boss. Hope everybody's doing well. Without further ado, guys, big up. You guys like the jersey? Big up, Charles. It's a nice jersey, for sure. So, it's time. It's time where we look at the qualification format. And after analyzing the qualification format, we'll be able to speak directly about the impacts and what this means. So guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary as well. All right, folks? Simple put, simple. So let's look forward to it. All right? Now, let's go. Daniel Dean, big up, man. So, I hope you guys are excited, because this is the information we've been waiting on. So go ahead, like the video, and afterwards, we go right into the matter. Need mine now. I did a jersey swap with a fan of Argentina game. Yeah, it's a nice kit. So let's go, folks. The qualification format for 2026 for CONCACAF. Are you guys ready? Take a deep breath. One more. All right. Let's do this. Float management, big up. Here we go, guys. The qualification format for the 2026 World Cup. Let's go. So, here we go. The CONCACAF Nations League, League A, will expand to include 16 teams and an additional home and away quarterfinal round. You guys know what that means already in relation to Copa America 2024, right? Qualification route announced for 6 CONCACAF berths in Copa America, and CONCACAF qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup will kick off in March 2024. You guys know what that means? In exactly 1 year from now, we'll kick off the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The 2026 World Cup qualifiers will kick off March next year. All right? Mr. Campbell, hope you're doing well. March next year, this is when the World Cup qualifiers will kick off. Let's read the release. CONCACAF has announced that its council has approved the format for its senior men's teams competing national team competitions taking place between 2023 and 2026. CONCACAF has developed these formats following an extensive consultation process with its member associations and an analysis of the formats delivered in previous editions. Regarding the importance of this announcement, CONCACAF President and FIFA Vice President Victor Montagliani said, "These revamped formats and competition will provide a tremendous platform for our men's national teams as they prepare to compete on the regional and global stage, with multiple editions of the CONCACAF Nations League and Gold Cup on the horizon, as American teams in an official competition." To our club, women's national team, and youth competitions. This is truly football first, and I want to thank and congratulate our 41 member associations for their support as we continue to transform the game in CONCACAF. Are you guys ready? Let's move on. First, we'll have the information as it relates to the Nations League. How can Jamaica qualify for the Copa America next year? Good. The CONCACAF Nations League was introduced in 2018, as we know. And as we know, some changes will be lying ahead because there's a top 6 teams from the Nations League that will advance to, that's right, the 2024 edition of Copa America. Good. Now that we have that being said, let's read on. The second edition of the Nations League is in progress, with the last group stage matches taking place in the upcoming March window. These matches will determine the 4 League A winners that will advance to the 2022-2023 CONCACAF Nations League finals to be played in June this year, and the 24 teams that will qualify for the 2023 Gold Cup prelims and Gold Group stage to be played June 16 to July 16. Right. Beginning with the 2023-2024 edition, which commences in September. So we know for a fact, September, that's when the next edition of the Nations League will take place. The competition format will be revamped and include more elimination matches that will qualify teams to continental summer tournaments. The 2023-2024 edition will provide the qualification route for CONCACAF's 6 teams in the 2024 CONMEBOL Copa America. The 2024-2025 will qualify teams to the 2025 Gold Cup. So, folks, the 2024-2025 does not affect Copa America, all right? The format of the next 2 editions of the Nations League will be as follows. The competition will continue to be played in a 3-league format: League A, League B, League C. You guys know that already. As you guys know, as it relates to the CONCACAF Nations League right now, in League A, you do not have 16 teams at this point in time. No, you don't at this point in time. Right now, if you're looking at League A of the Nations League right now, it has 12 teams, but it's going to have an introduction and improvement where that is concerned. League A has been expanded to include 16 teams, and a new quarterfinal round has been created. For group stage play, the 12 lowest ranked League A national teams, based on the CONCACAF rankings as of March 2023, will be split into 2 groups of 6 teams, and will play in a Swiss-style league system, with each team playing a total of 4 games, 2 home, 2 away. This is the lowest 12 teams in League A, by the way. So which means that the top 4 is not going to be in this sort of system. What is Jamaica ranked right now in CONCACAF? Well, let's have a look at it. Because right now, if you were to look at the CONCACAF rankings index, to open a new tab for you guys so that you guys can be able to have a look at that in particular. Men's national team rankings. So right now, as it relates to the men's national team rankings, is Jamaica in the top 4? No, Jamaica is actually 6th in the CONCACAF rankings index. So you know what that means, folks? It means that Jamaica is going to be in this system. All right? Jamaica is going to be in this system. That's right. Jamaica is going to be in this system. After group stage play, each group first and second place finishers, 4 in total, will advance to the CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinals. All right? Where they'll join the 4 top-ranked League A national teams based on the CONCACAF rankings in March. Right now, those 4 are Mexico, USA, Costa Rica, and Canada. Those are the top 4 right now. All right? Now, with that being said, League A's new quarterfinal round will be played in a home and away format, with the aggregate score winner in each quarterfinal match advancing to the CONCACAF Nations League finals. Specifically, for the 2023-2024 CONCACAF Nations League, the quarterfinal winners will qualify for the Copa America. All right? Now, the League B format remains unchanged and will continue to feature 16 teams divided into 4 groups of 4 teams. Each team will play every other 2 home and away. League C will include 9 teams. Promotion and relegation. What does this mean now? Well, we'll give you more information here. Due to the expansion of League A heading into the 23-2024 edition, there'll be promotion between leagues but no relegation. So there'll be no relegation. As such, the current 2023 Nations League, which concludes with games in March, no relegation. So the Group A League A winners will be promoted. So as it stands, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and French Guyana, those are the teams that are due to be promoted at this point in time. All right? Those are the teams due for promotion right now. Okay? Good. So this is what is happening. And I know the question you guys are saying, okay, the 4 quarterfinal winners. So what about the other 2 places? Yeah. The 2023-2024 CONCACAF Nations League group stage will be played during the FIFA windows in September, October, and November 2023, followed by the Nations League finals in March 2024 to determine the winner for the 3rd edition of the Nations League. For League A, the new CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinals will be played in, that's right, November 2023. The official draw will take place May 16. So May 16, we get more clarity on the Nations League draw specifically. And this is towards Copa America qualification, folks. All right? That's what we can bear in mind. Now, this is what's going to happen now, folks. How do you qualify for Copa America? The 6 CONCACAF national teams will participate in this to determine the 4 League A quarterfinal winners. These home and away matchups will be played in November 2023 based on and between the top 4 ranked teams in League A and group winners and runner-up in the new expanded League A groups. That's 4. So how do you decide the other 2? 2 winners of a CONCACAF Copa America play-in. What does that mean? These single elimination matches will be played in March 2024 in a centralized venue between the 4 League A losing semifinals. So the teams that lose the quarterfinals, right? Those 4 losing quarterfinalists will basically go into a playoff against each other and they'll play it out. So as it stands, that will be Jamaica, Haiti, French Guyana, Cuba. And Jamaica would play one of those 3 teams to qualify for the Copa America. That's how it would look. All right? So this is what we're looking at right now. This is what we are looking at in terms of the entire system in place. Copa America playing, loser of the quarterfinal plays another loser of the quarterfinal, So that's what we're looking at. Grand chance for Jamaica, isn't it? So, as mentioned, Jamaica would play in League A because Jamaica's in League A. So, as you can see, no team from League B or League C has an opportunity to qualify for the Copa America. It is what it is, but we press forward. If Jamaica wins their quarterfinal, then bam, they're good. They're good, and they would advance towards the Copa America straight away. But losing the quarterfinals means, yeah, that situation. More information will be announced as relation to the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Now, World Cup qualifying. If we USA and Trinidad in those friendlies, that will improve our... Well, Guatemala, not Trinidad, but Guatemala. Now to the point in the video that you guys have been waiting for and been absolutely so patient about. So guys, thank you very much for the information. All right. Thank you very much for staying with us. Hit the like button because now we're going to talk about World Cup qualifying now. World Cup qualifying is what we're going to discuss right now. Okay, guys? Good. That's what we're going to discuss right now in this video in particular. Ready? Here we go. Good. CONCACAF qualifies to the 2026 World Cup. In February 2023, the FIFA Council confirmed that the three FIFA World Cup hosts, US, Mexico, Canada, USA, Mexico, Canada, will automatically qualify. FIFA also confirmed that CONCACAF has been allotted a further 3 direct berths and 2 FIFA Intercontinental Playoffs berths. Something we've said before. 3 automatic and 2 intercontinental. Accordingly, including the 3 hosts, CONCACAF can have up to 8 participating teams at the next World Cup. Good. We're on the same page so far. The CONCACAF qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup will not include USA, Canada, Mexico. USA, Canada, Mexico will not be in the qualifiers, all right? USA, Canada, Mexico will not be in the qualifiers, okay? Everybody on the same page? USA, Canada, Mexico will not be in the World Cup qualifiers, all right? USA, Canada, and Mexico will not be in the World Cup qualifiers. Okay, folks? Good. Let's move on. The next point. First round. March 2024. The first round. Let's see what's going on here. Bum. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3. Good. Where it looks like we're good to go. Just making sure that the audio is working before I proceed here. All right. Good. Just making sure the information is clear for you guys right here. Good. All good to go. Okay, cool. First round, March 2024. The 4 member associations, 2 match days. The first round will be played between the 4 lowest ranked CONCACAF members based on the FIFA men's ranking as of November 2023. You guys realize this, right? November 2023. November 23 is a crucial FIFA ranking. Extremely crucial because it lays the foundation for what is to come. Because the FIFA ranking will determine everything in that period of time. 4 national teams are split into 2 matchups. Highest ranked team, lowest ranked team, second highest, and then the second round. These home and away matches will be played in March 2024. Cool. Second round, June 2024 and June 2025. 30 members. Will you look at that? 30 members involved. The second round will be played between the 2 winners from the first round and the Confederation's remaining 28 member associations. There you go. The 30 teams will be split into 6 groups of 5 teams in each group. 6 groups and 5 teams in each group. 6 groups, 5 teams in each group, with each team playing the other team in their group for a total of 4 matches per team. 2 home, 2 away. Good. That's 4 matches. The second round matches will be played during the FIFA windows of June 2024 and June 2025. At the conclusion of the second round, the group winners and runners-up, 12 teams in total, will progress to the final round. You guys know where we're headed, right? Yeah, something huge, something massive. Are you guys ready? The final round begins the fall. And I know in Jamaica I get bugged out when I say the word fall as well, because in Jamaica we have two seasons, rainy season and hot season. So when I say fall, autumn, winter, it's something that I get miffed about, because it's Jamaica doesn't experience winter and those things. So better I just said a month. Okay, September. So the fall of 2025, that was September 2025. The final round of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers will be played between the second round group winners and runners up. That's 12 teams. Final round, 12 teams, 6 match days. You guys get the drift? The 12 men's national teams will be split into. Oh, this is where things get interesting now, folks. You guys see this now? The 12 men's national teams will be split into 3 groups of 4 teams. 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. Within each group, teams will play each other home and away, with each team playing a total of 6 matches, 3 home, 3 away. Final round matches will take place in the FIFA match windows of the fall of 2025. At the end of the final round, the 3 group winners will qualify directly to the 2026 World Cup. All right, what about the playoff teams now? Additionally, the 2 best second place finishers will qualify to the FIFA World Cup 2026 Intercontinental Playoffs. Further details regarding the Intercontinental Playoff will be published by FIFA in due course. I want to bring this chart on the screen so that you guys are aware of it, so we can see it a little bit clearer. That's what I want to do. See if I can do that. Should be able to. Yeah, it is a bit different. I agree. It is a bit different, 100%. Okay, let's show you guys. There we go. This should be one that you guys should be able to see, right? This is different. The format has changed. Good. So Jamaica is not one of the lowest ranked teams in CONCACAF. No. Jamaica is one of the highest ranked teams in the region. So Jamaica will not be in the first round. Of course, this is all dependent upon the November 2023 FIFA rankings. Second round is June 2024. So Jamaica's campaign in the World Cup qualifiers will kick off in June. What does Jamaica need to do? Well, Jamaica needs to ensure they finish in the top 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You have 5 teams in each group. Jamaica is to finish in the top 2. All right. This is in June. All right. June 2024 and June 2025. All right. So Jamaica will play 1, 2, 3, 4. Good? Good. Just want you guys to be on the same page here, okay? Because it's a lot of information. And if you guys have any questions, please pose them in the chat right now. Anything in relation to the competition format, pose them in the chat right now. Good. The second round will be played between the 2 winners from the first round, and they will be added to, of course, the teams that are there. Because you have 3 or 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 28. And Thursday. So yeah. Good. You put them within the mix. See if we can zoom this a little bit more for you guys. Yeah. Should be better. Should be better on the screen for you guys to be able to see. All right, guys, any questions? Put them in the chat. Okay, I will come to it. Good. The second round will be played between the two winners from the first round and the Confederation's remaining 28 FIFA member associations. The 30 men's senior national teams will be split into 6 groups of 5 teams, with each team playing the other team in their group for a total of 4 matches per team, 2 home and 2 away. You follow that? You follow what I'm saying? Good. 4 matches. Second round matches will be played during the FIFA World Cup of June 2024 and June 2025. At the conclusion of the second round, the group winners and runners up, 12 teams in total, will progress to the final round. Good. Jamaica will not play all 12 teams, all the other 11 teams in the final round, if Jamaica is to progress. Good. The final round, which would be over on this side. All right. So as you can see, there'll be I don't want to say a World Cup qualifying break, but you will have the Nations League, because this is going to, play an important role for 2025 Gold Cup qualification. This will play an important role. March, the Nations League finals. We continue again with the World Cup qualifying for second round. We'll have the Gold Cup 2025. And after the Gold Cup, we'll have, that's right, the commencement of the final round of World Cup qualifying. 1, 2. That's right. Because in the September window, October window, November window, you'll have these matches sorted. So what happens in the final round? The final round were played in 12 teams. 3 groups and 4 teams in each group, right? 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. Cool? 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. Three groups of 4 teams. After round robin play, the winner of each group will qualify directly to the World Cup, and the 2 best second place finishers will qualify to the playoffs. So what does Jamaica have to do? Get the business done, top the group, no margin for error. So Jamaica is looking at potentially 10 matches. Jamaica will be playing 10 matches in the qualifiers, because there will be 4 matches in the second round and 6 matches in the final round. Topping the group is going to be key, because topping the group helps you get that berth. Topping the group helps you qualify. So how Jamaica manages this period of time with the Nations League and the Gold Cup in between is incredibly important. And that is why having the depth is going to be absolutely so critical. What is the number one goal? Qualify for the World Cup, right? Rotation will have to come to wrap players in cotton wool, and perhaps have a look at 1 or 2 new faces in the Gold Cup that you think could have an impact for the team heading into the qualifiers itself. You guys follow exactly what I'm saying? That's something that has to be considered. That's something that has to be really, really considered, So, can't brush that aside. So, with that being said, USA, Canada, Mexico will not be in the qualifiers. We know already. Format again has changed, and it's going to take a little bit of time to meditate on this information. I'll give you my thoughts, and then we proceed from there, and I'll answer the questions and comments that you guys have in the chat. So for me, I had an expectation, and my expectation was either a hexagon or an octagon again. but that format has changed. So you could very well have a group where you don't play a Panama and you don't play Costa Rica. That is the strong possibility. Very, very strong possibility. Jamaica is going to play in a second round. Remember, in the last qualifying cycle, Jamaica did not play in the second round. Jamaica was in the final round. They didn't do what Canada did and play St. Kitts and play against Puerto Rico and play against the Cayman Islands. Jamaica will have to do that. Maybe not specifically against those teams that I made mention, but other teams within the Caribbean. And what is that going to call for? Well, it's going to mean that we're going to play against teams in the CFU. We're going to play against teams that use cricket pitches as their home venue. We're going to be playing teams that know that they're playing Jamaica and they're going to give every ounce of their effort and energy because everybody wants to be Jamaica and wants to beat Jamaica. We're going to be in venues that we've never been before. We're going to be on flights that we're going to be like, wow, why isn't the plane landed yet? We're going to be in environments that will be challenging. We're going to be in places that we can't take it lightly. It's a long road, but reflected upon it and the qualification system and format, I'm cool with it. Personally, change of format and having those games under our belt, we saw how much it helped Canada. And personally, if Jamaica playing in a second round, building momentum and all being well, progressing to the final round is what we need. When they're in that final round, we have to top of the group because we can't finish second because that puts us in danger. Because based on goal difference, you could very much find your way out. So it's incredibly, incredibly important that this is given the priority that it deserves. 100%. All right. And turn away what this is. This is clear. And this is important. I'm going to have a look at what you guys have to say in the comments. If you have any questions about the format, please go ahead right now and let us know your thoughts in the comments. All right. Any questions that you have, go ahead. Hit me up in the comments in relation to the format, whether it's the Copa America or whether it is the World Cup qualifiers itself. As it relates to Copa America, Jamaica's journey to qualify for the Copa America begins September 2023. Jamaica's journey to qualify for the 2026 World Cup begins June 2024. June 2024. What does that mean? We'll have under a year to put together a team. Let's go into the comments. Let's see what you guys have to say. Here we go. Jerome says, that means that we can get some good friendlies versus USA. No, because all the FIFA windows are going to be occupied. So friendlies in this period of time, not during FIFA windows. We can't get friendlies in FIFA windows for the next few years. Can't see that at all. Rob Smith says all format is back. Well, the three groups of the four teams in each group, yes, but that is now the final round and not the semi-final round. Rob Smith says, I don't like that format. It's like European format. If we're going to qualify, I would like us to play everyone. What if we end up in a group with Panama or Costa Rica? We have to make sure that we don't. So I'm interested to hear this and know how the seedings will go for that. That is critical too. I don't foresee Jamaica in the same group as Panama or Costa Rica. Maybe one of the two, but Both of them, that would be absolutely, absolutely absurd. Again, we go back to the FIFA men's rankings, November 2023. That ranking is going to determine Jamaica's seeding. That is going to determine Jamaica's seeding. That is going to determine where we are. That is going to determine where things are. So, 2023, November. The Gold Cup is the summer. We'll have the Nations League to play. Good, strong performances. Because right now, Jamaica's sixth in CONCACAF at 64th in the world. Take away the US, the Mexico, and the Canada. It's Costa Rica, Panama, and Jamaica that will be the top three in the region. If Jamaica can get to a Gold Cup semi-final, Jamaica can leapfrog Panama, and you would have perhaps Jamaica and Costa Rica as the top two. You know what I'm saying? That's how that situation can be sorted out. The second round will be played between the two winners from the first round and the Confederation's remaining 28 member associations. The 30 senior teams will be split into 6 groups of 5 teams in each group. Each team playing the other team in their group with a total of 4 matches. Second round matches will be played during the FIFA match windows of June 2024 and 2025. At the conclusion of the second round, the group winners and runners-up will progress to the final round. Final round will be played between the second round group winners and runners-up. So the group winners, remember, you have 6 group winners and you have 3 groups. So it's likely that you'll have 2 group winners in a same group, but you wouldn't have 3 group winners in a group. So I'm expecting Panama to win a group and Costa Rica to win a group and Jamaica to win a group from the second round. So I wouldn't expect all 3 to be in a group, You say, yeah. Final round matches will take place in the FIFA match window of the fall of 2025, pending FIFA confirmation. At the end of the final round, the 3 group winners will qualify directly to the 2026 World Cup, joining US, Mexico, and Canada. Additionally, the 2 best second place finishers will qualify to the FIFA World Cup 2026 Intercontinental Playoffs. We press on. Canada, US, and Mexico will definitely be practice games. Don't think they'll be available. I would rather go to a Hex. Well, Rob, this is the format, and we have to work with it because unless you could say, unless COVID strikes again, the format is not going to see an adjustment. Yeah, that's right. Qualifications for 2026. I'd rather go to a Hex and play everyone in the final. The format, it would depending on the final round draw, how difficult the path is. Mari Gray will be a part of the squad by then. We hope so. Simon, do you think vacation is Gold Cup this summer? Vacation is Gold Cup? I don't understand the question. What are your thoughts of Ravel's situation? I'm looking forward to the next club that he will be aligning himself to, will be signing for. The final round will be exciting. There will be a group of death. Absolutely. Because in a group, you will have 2 group winners and 2 runners up. For sure. Because you see, topping your group in the second round is important. That way, you avoid the Costa Ricas, you avoid the Panamas, and you also quite likely would avoid as well a Honduras or El Salvador, possibly. You may have one of them in your group. So, with that being said, you could have a group Jamaica, El Salvador, Haiti, St. Vincent in the final round. Top team goes to the World Cup, second place team goes to the Intercontinental Playoffs. Top of the group in the second round is most important, possibly getting in a weaker zone for the final round. That's right. As I just said, George, top in your group in the second round, incredibly important. Incredibly important because that, my friend, is going to set the tone for what the final round will be so that Jamaica can avoid Canada and not Canada, but can avoid Costa Rica, and Jamaica can also avoid Panama as well. If Jamaica can stay away from those 2 teams, then we're cooking with gas. Cooking with gas at the end of the day. So That's the situation. And that's the scenario that we're in, you know? So, something for us to bear in mind. Canada took the long route, which actually made them stronger as a team. Yep, you're right. 100%. You are absolutely right. You know, people forget about the passage that they had because the journey that they took to qualify for the World Cup was not a smooth sailing road, you know. They had to go through the rudiments of playing in preliminaries, you know. Yeah, they played in the first round. They played in the first round. They took on Suriname, they took on Bermuda, they took on Aruba, and they took on the Cayman Islands. Yeah, they did. And guess what? By the time the second round came around, they took on Haiti. hmm They took on Haiti. hmm And then gave them the momentum they needed to go into the final round. And we saw what happened after that. 8 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses, top of the table. Conceded 7 goals. 7 goals in World Cup qualifying. That's right. 7 goals, folks. Quite a journey. But that's the situation. And that is exactly what happened. John Plow says, "Bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you?" Yep, they didn't. They didn't. The ugly one, Rugrat says, "Simon, we got to see Russia run for his Gold Cup and really got to win this World Cup, man. It's really need to make a serious challenge for this Gold Cup." Yeah, absolutely. They actually changed the format that eventually worked out in Canada's favor. Jerome says, "We need to make the office a fortress again." That is right. 1995 to 2001, Jamaica went 49 games unbeaten. 49 games unbeaten. We have to make it a fortress again for sure. What's up, Simon? Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. I'm doing okay. Good to hear from you, man. You look, I don't see you on Instagram, man, so send me a message. Playing in Miami in mid-June at the World Cup will be the closest thing we'll ever get to Jamaica hosting a World Cup match. Well, a senior match, because I do think Jamaica can host an under-17 World Cup. Yes, that is right. 3 automatic qualifiers. Correct. 3 automatic qualifiers. Simon, is that document available to download online? It is on CONCACAF's website, for sure. Will Ravel be called up for Trinidad and Tobago? That is a good question. Send Melissa deal with Ivan Tony at Jamaica. Call you on. Don't know what that means. So basically, all of 2024 and all of 2025 for Jamaica to reach World Cup 2026. Well, June 2024 and June 2025 are going to be the second round. All right. So I know it's going to feel like a year apart because you played 2 games in June 2024 and you played 2 more games in the second round in June 2025. And then after that, what happens is that in the windows of September, October, November, that's when you complete the qualifiers, you know? So that's the situation. Yeah. 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah, so the CONCACAF Gold Cup is going to have 24 teams in 2025. Yeah, exciting time to look forward to. But yeah, there will be. You will have the situation where you'll have the final round in September, in October, and in November. 2 games, 2 games, 2 games. Yeah. From the second round, 2 games here, 2 games here, 2 games here, 2 games here, 2 games here. So what does that mean overall? Jamaica's playing 10 games in World Cup qualifying. And it's going to spread from June 2024 to November 2025. So hang on tight, folks. We're in for a journey. We're in for a journey. And I hope you guys are ready. So, when do we know, who Jamaica plays in that group and so on and so forth? When will we know that information in particular? When will we know that information? Well, first thing first is this. The critical, most important thing for us to remember is Jamaica needs to have a good FIFA world ranking in November 2023, because the November 2023 FIFA ranking is what is going to determine the seedings for the next World Cup qualifiers, the second round, etc. That's going to be the important one. All right. That is going to determine that aspect of things. All right. Good. That being said, now Jamaica's we're going to have to put in the work to qualify. Not like we didn't have to before, but it's going to be some serious work because with more teams involved, yeah, there's going to have to be some serious work being put in. Second round, 2 games at home, 2 games on the road, because it's 5 teams in a group. All right. So that's the situation. So the first round, as we know, this first round is going to be November 20. The first one is March 2024, 1 year from now. Jamaica's FIFA ranking here will determine the type of group that Jamaica will get here. And Jamaica finishing top of the second round will mean perhaps a kind of round in the final round. So that's something for us to bear in mind. All right. Do let us know the questions that you guys have. Which of our upcoming friendlies is an international window? The truth is, Mash, is that the answer to that question is none, because the windows from 2023 to 2026 are going to be utilized for World Cup qualifying and CONCACAF Nations League, and also Gold Cup and Copa America. So the reality is that if Jamaica wants to arrange friendlies between now and the World Cup, well, I should say now in 2025, November 2025, they're going to have to happen outside of a FIFA window. That is the situation, folks. And that's what we need to be mindful of and be wary of. You know? So that's the situation. Hopefully that answers your question. But yep, this is where we are. This is the situation. So this is it. Yes, folks, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah. So this is the situation. There's a lot of football to be played, Simon. We need to have 2 starting lineups and some subs. We need 40 players deep, 4 in every position by the time the qualifiers comes around. There is no room for error with the new format for World Cup qualifying, which I like because it forces Jamaica to select the best players to qualify. Good. Simon, now you see the issue for Heimer Helgemson. How can he assess his best squad? Well, the truth is, the Gold Cup, the Nations League, the upcoming Nations League as well, those will be the opportunities prior to the World Cup qualifiers. Those are going to be the opportunities, the opportunities to do so. You know, those friendlies will be full of home-based players. Yeah, the ones against Trinidad, yes, it will be full of domestic based players. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it was a good game, wasn't it? Really, really good game. Good quality. Do you see Amari taking that number 10 role for the Reggae Boys this summer? Number 10 role? I wouldn't say number 10 role, maybe the number 10 jersey. Can get some friendlies during English Premier break. No, because it's going to be utilized for the CONCACAF Nations League and also the Gold Cup. So the windows for friendly matches have shrunk. If you want to play a friendly, then it's going to have to be played outside of the FIFA window and most likely will have domestic based players. So, bearing all of this in mind, you know what happens? Quite simply, it's this a scenario where the CONCACAF Nations League is going to have to be used in order to introduce gently the new faces to the squad. En este momento hay poco asado y mucho humo clasificados fácilmente. ¿Para aquí, para Jamaica? En mi opinión, pienso sí, es muy importante para Jamaica para ir al Mundial, Estados Unidos y México y Canadá. So every game will be a serious game, either for ranking or qualification purposes. Yes, the November 2023 FIFA rankings will be critical because that will determine the group that Jamaica is in the second round, and it will also determine as well after that, can Jamaica finish at the top of the second round? Jamaica finishing at the top of the second round will mean great things. You know what it will mean? An opportunity to advance to the final round and be one of the top seeds. So Jamaica would avoid a Panama, a Costa Rica, and also, yeah, it's three groups. Three groups and four teams in each group. So that's the situation there, you know? Simon, are you sure the team will comprise mainly domestic based players for the game against Trinidad? When I mean mainly, I'm talking about more than 50%. I'm not saying that there won't be players apply their trade overseas, but when I mean mainly, I'm talking about more than 50% of the contingent itself. Because, like I said yesterday, you do have players that are unattached, like the Mariapas, like the Rovels, like the Justin McMaster, and also like Dylan Barnes, you know? So you do have those individuals, you know? So we'll have that to focus and zero in on, you know? Something to consider. So that's where we are. If we get all the available players, leave Halgrimson to do his job without interference and qualification will be a done deal. Coach is doing a great job, and I know that he'll continue to do the good work as well. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to what lies ahead. Some great things on the horizon for sure. Really, really great things. So, it should be good, you know? Yeah. I really am looking forward to it. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's a good look. Do you think so? Mm. If he wants to come, I say let him come. But if he doesn't want to come, let it be. But I'm sure his heart is still hoping on another opportunity with England. That's how I feel. Let's see. Let's see. Folks, a lot to open up, a lot to look forward to. So let's see how everything else unfolds, you know. Mhm. So, how are you guys feeling after dissecting the format? How are you guys feeling? We don't need Ivan to says big deal, then make him stay. Do you know if any new players are coming in for the Mexico game? You'll see, my friend. You should see a few. We don't need Ivan, but it would not hurt to have him in the mix. Well said. If he wants to come, he can surely come. KY says big up Simon. Yeah, guys. So any questions you have, shoot them in the comments right now in relation to the format, whether for World Cup qualifying or for Copa America. All right, let's go. So that's the situation. So that is the situation right here. And I want to say a very special good afternoon to Coach Hal Grimson for watching the this video today. Hope you're doing well, Coach. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. So this is where we are right now in terms of the entire format and information of that nature. We need Ivan. We just can't get in Whisper. Will hopefully Whisper can be find a club soon and get the life of European football. Will people like Clark Harris be available for selection for the Trinidad games? No. No. For the Mexico game, yes. Yes, he will. He will be available for selection for that game in particular. So that's something that we can be mindful of and be wary about. All right, folks. So yeah, that's what we can be mindful about and be aware of all the information. So, folks, will Wista be back on the island? I don't think so. So yeah. Yeah, folks. So let me know what you guys think. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, guys. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Any questions in relation to the format? Do let me know, guys, as we take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with much more. All right. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. That's right. Hope to see Whisper in these Trinidad games. These are games we will decide. I don't know if he's going to come back because we have to see how everything unfolds in terms of signing contracts and everything of that nature. The format looks good, but I missed your explanations though, Simon. Okay, so I'm going to make a long story short. You have a first round, and the first round is the 4 lowest ranked teams in CONCACAF. They'll play off of the 4. The best of the 4 will play the worst of the 4, and the second best of the 4 will play the third best of the 4. They eliminate one another, so you'll have 2 teams. Those 2 teams will qualify for the second round, and there you'll have 30 teams. 30 teams, right? And in those 30 teams, what you will find is quite simple and quite straightforward, right? What you will find is this quite simply. 6 groups, 5 teams in each group. Top 2 teams from each group advances to the final round. 12 teams in the final round. In the final round, you'll have 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. All right? 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. Okay? 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. And the top team advances to the World Cup. The 2 best second place finishers head to the playoffs. And just to make sure, because we have, for example, 28 teams already. We're going to have 32 teams in the qualifiers. 32 CONCACAF teams, I should say. 32 CONCACAF teams in the qualifiers. All right? 32 CONCACAF teams. And who are the 32 CONCACAF teams that will play? Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Antigua, Aruba, Bahamas, Barbados, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Cuba, Curacao, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, Haiti, Montserrat, Puerto Rico, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, St. Kitts and Nevis, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos Islands, and the US Virgin Islands. Get the drift? Yeah. Interesting, eh? Something to consider. Let's go through this again. You take out the US, Mexico, and Canada. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, 32 teams involved. The qualifiers itself, 32. Yeah. So I have 32 teams involved in the qualifiers. 32. Simon Awake, who will be signing contract? What? What are you talking about, JD? Signing contract? What? Oh boy, I'm not sure what you're referring to. But go ahead, ask question, guys. I await your questions in relation to the format. Shavan, what's going on, man? You asked me earlier in relation to the format, right? If this can be downloaded online. Well, yes, CONCACAF's CONCACAF's website has this information in particular. Yeah. I know CONCACAF hasn't given out a schedule as yet. Yeah, I know CONCACAF can be is very last minute. But the reality is all of the FIFA windows up until November will either be Nations League qualifiers, well, that's specifically the World Cup qualifiers, Gold Cup, or Copa America. So friendlies will have to opportunities are limited. So that's the situation that we have right now. Yeah. What's the deal with Tarek Mitchell? He's not ready, mate. So sorry, Casey, is he? Yeah. Speedy recovery. No me gusta la última ronda, pero no ni modo. Entiendo. I'd rather call up Omari Hutchinson than go for Casey Palmer. Okay, interesting. All right, cool. That is rather interesting. All right, cool. Was not aware of that. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Much appreciated. You've just spoken about a player overseas and possible could sign contract. Me? I said a player could sign a contract? Not in this video. Not in this video. I spoke about opportunities in Finland. And how the Finnish league is looking at players in the JPL. That is what I was referring to in a previous video. But yeah, expect at least 1 or 2 players from the JPL going to Finland. That is what I would say, Casey Palmer has been great. He certainly has been good in terms of what he has been able to put together, you know? Certainly quality. So we'll get more information. The Gold Cup draw is slated for April 14. So April 14, they'll have the schedule for the Gold Cup. And the reality is that opportunities for friendlies already are extremely limited. Extremely limited. So that's the challenge that we have right now. Very, very, very sad. Great for the JPL players. I like a few players in it. Yes, man, I know you're a big fan of a few players in the league. Yes, JD, and I know that a couple of them that comes their way to Antwerp or Brussels, you will find a way to bring them in your home and give them something to eat. Just pulling your leg, JD. Plus, Casey is young. He's about 24 or 25. Yeah. A little bit older than that, actually. He's a little bit older than that. Casey is actually a bit older than that. He's actually right now 26. He's actually going to be 27 later this calendar year. So, yeah, 26 right now. So that's what we can bear in mind from that angle. Yeah. World Cup qualifying is fastly coming, folks. Right around the corner. A year from now, we observe, we look around to see what happens, and then we press forward. Let me see what's going on in the comments. I'm hoping Romain Blake gets a look in the JPL games. He's a really talented player. Yeah. Strangely enough, I have no problem with the format. I expect us to emerge among the qualifiers. Anything less when we should... No, I disagree with the give up football part. But Granny Hero, you know that Jamaica is number 13 in the world in lacrosse, right? And Jamaica finished 9th at the Under-20 World Cup in Under-20 Lacrosse World Cup, right? And you do know that Jamaica finished 13th in the world at the Rugby League World Cup in England last year, right? Why is everybody looking towards track and field? And I don't even agree with giving up football. Disagree completely. Let's have time what I missed. Okay, World Cup qualifying format. The reason why you guys are here. We'll break down the Copa America qualification process in a future video. But for now, the information that you guys have to be richly aware about, all right? The format for World Cup qualifying. Good. Ready? Here we go. You have a first round, a second round, and a third round. A first round will feature the 4 lowest ranked teams within CONCACAF. They'll play each other, will first versus fourth and second versus third, eliminate them, and the 2 winners from the first round go to the second round. You'll have 6 groups of 5 teams. The top 2 teams from each group will advance to the final round, of course, 12 teams. In the final round, you won't have one giant group with 12 teams. What you'll have is 3 groups and 4 teams in each group. The top team from each of those 3 groups will qualify for 2026, and the 2 best second place teams will qualify for the Intercontinental Playoffs. How did I do? Do you think it'll be easier or harder for Jamaica to advance out of the new format? It's up to us. It's up to us to perform on the day. It's up to us to ensure that we get the result. 10 matches. It's less matches. And there is a period of break, you know. So June 2024, there's 2 matches, and June 2025 is the next 2 matches. And then after that, you're going to play a bam, those last 6, you know. So preparation, time management is going to be critical there. Anderson is a cool player. Work hard. Remember that I was upset not hearing about him after the trials. Anderson, you know, Ricky Chin, who was at Waterhouse at the time, we had a discussion. I told him that Anderson was available on loan because Manchester United were looking to loan him out, you know, to give him some game time. And Ricky Chin was like, all right, can we take him on loan and Manchester United pay his wages? But Anderson wanted to remain in Europe or South America. That was his preference. So El Gran Hero, big up policy. That is true, Ian. Do you feel it's unfair that the top 4 teams in CONCACAF automatically qualify for the Gold Cup now? For the next edition, I'll let it slide. It's okay. Oh wow, so we need to beat some of the lower ranked teams. Yes, Blake. Yes, Blake. And if Jamaica can finish the top of their group in the second round, then they could avoid the likes of Panama and Costa Rica in the final round. Really hope to see Casey in the Gold Cup if he maintains his current form or improves. Yeah, absolutely. Big deal on the requirement. Team has to go to work to find out, but he is eligible. Who is that in particular? And is the pot separated by team rankings? So the November 2023 ranking will determine the seedings for the World Cup qualifiers itself. And there we will know the groups in particular for the qualifiers. All right. I know, man, but I had to put it. JD, me already, man. You have to have some jokes every now and again. I know you're talking about Colin Anderson, man. I know. I just had to tell you an interesting tidbit and wanted to see if you were going to chime in on that matter in particular. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Personally, I think there are 10 to 12 better right backs available. That's my humble opinion on the matter. That's how I personally feel about the matter. So today was a monumental day, February 28th, where we know the format for World Cup qualifying. Where should we turn our attention to next? Well, the attention that we should be turning our attention to next is, of course, the march that lies ahead with the encounters in relation to the friendlies and the Nations League. April, our attention will lie with the Gold Cup draw on the 14th and the match against Guatemala on the 15th. That is the attention that we'll be looking towards. And this is where our eyes and will be feasting towards for this matter in particular. All right. So that is the situation. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions in relation to the Gold Cup, the World Cup qualifiers? Do let me know what you guys think. I am eager to hear it. Please let me hear any questions you have in relation to what lies ahead. And I hope you guys are planning out your next 3 years because it's going to be action packed, busy with Gold Cup, with Nations League, with everything. World Cup qualifying. Because every summer something happens. This summer, Gold Cup. Next summer, Copa America. The summer after that, Gold Cup. The summer after that, World Cup. That's right. And JD has already said that he's willing to buy a ticket to every single one of Regular Boys commentary subscribers should Jamaica qualify for the World Cup. He's going to buy a ticket to one of the matches, maybe a nosebleed ticket, he says. But yes, he said he's going to buy a ticket to go to the game for every single one of Regular Boys commentary subscribers. So big up yourself, JD. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Cool, Breeze. Yeah, man. Cool. When will the format change where we want to see the top four nations automatically qualify? So we have to play in the second round. Yes. Not like the last qualifier where automatic qualify for the round. Yes. So no team automatically qualifies for the final round. All of the teams that are not in the first round will be in the second round. No team gets a bye or advances to the final round. No team. No team at all. KS Sports, big up Simon. The friendly games against Trinidad and Tobago, will it be on television? That is still something that still the JFF will announce in due time in terms of the admin team will announce that quite shortly. I think it won't be easy for Jamaica. We should take it very seriously, not because the top three teams are out. They should take it easy. I agree. There's no margin for error. Absolutely no margin for error. And it's definitely something that should be spoken about in a sense of win your games. And if you win the games, you're putting yourself in really, really good company, So something to bear in mind, something we can't turn around with. So guys, smash the like button if you haven't already. Let's get to 100 likes. Okay, cool. Thank you. With Velmarsa no longer with the club, do you think Coach Grimmish should still call him? Yes, absolutely. 150 million %. What are your predictions for the first round of the World Cup qualifiers? Well, the reality of the situation is Trent Boring is between now and November. There could be changes with the bottom four. But as it stands, if you're looking at the bottom four, you're looking at the British Virgin Islands, you're looking at Anguilla, you're looking at the US Virgin Islands, and you look at Turks and Caicos Islands. Of those four, I would expect the British Virgin Islands, and I'd also expect the US Virgin Islands to make progress as well. You go into the second round now, Jamaica might play one of those two. Jamaica could also play Montserrat, Puerto Rico, Guyana, and Jamaica would have one of Suriname, Nicaragua, or Cuba in their group. Jamaica finishes at the top of that group, and Jamaica advances to the final round. And in many ways, you'd have to say that the Nations League is excellent preparation for the World Cup qualifiers because the format is going to be almost similar. Jamaica is going to get the experience of going to certain venues, and Jamaica might very well play teams that they played in the Nations League in World Cup qualifying as well. There might be a few similarities, there might be a few overlaps where Jamaica plays in similar in certain regions, meaning it might play, for an example, on the cricket pitch in St. John's, Antigua, or they might play, for an example, giving you an example in relation to playing at Windsor Park in Dominica. You know, these are real possibilities of things that could happen, you know? That's what we can and should expect. Coach Halgrimson, if you're watching, I think it's best if both games are played on the weekend to have enough fans coming out to watch the game. Well, Shaban, it wasn't Coach Halgrimson's decision to set, is not his job or decision to set the dates for games. It all comes down to availability as well. So he's not the one that says, "Oh, March 11 and March 14." That's not his decision. I like the fact that the game in Mobay is on a weekend as well, so you get people a chance from different parts in the island to gather in Montego Bay. So that's good. Ian says, against Trinidad, Ravel should feature, in my opinion. He usually doesn't play well against Mexico. Johnson usually plays well against them. I'm on my way to go pick up my jersey. Don't know which one I'm going to get. The yellow one looks good. How much support will the smaller nations that play in the first round have when they play at home? It really depends. I don't expect a lot because these islands already are very small islands, and many of them football is not as huge as it is in Jamaica. Like for an example, in US Virgin Islands, football is not, you know, you have other sports that take the priority. You know, Anguilla, yeah, football is the most popular sport there in Anguilla, but some of these places don't have, massive stadiums. Good day, Damon. How are you doing? Everybody's hungry, and most teams who had very little chance to see a possibility taking a win from Jamaica would give them a better chance. All guns will be blazing. Trevor, everybody now has to hold up their hand and put in an exceptional performance. That is going to be critical for Jamaica. Royal Morrison is unattached. Yep, he's unattached. Right now. I don't see Casey Palmer against Mexico due to the hamstring injury. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I need to take a bathroom break. I'll be back in 1 minute. All right? Cool.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471.
Alrighty, here we go. So, again, folks, this is something that we're going to have to sear in our brains. Why? Because this is something that is going to live with us for the next 2.5 years. The qualification format is going to have to stay with us for the Copa America and also for World Cup qualifying. So, again, if you folks need clarification on the format, do let me know. For the most part, it sounds like everybody's on the same page. and they understand the requirements, which is good. Sounds like everybody's on the same page right now. So I'm glad. I'm happy that everybody sees in that vein as well. All right? Good. Every nation in FIFA that isn't banned has the possibility of winning the next World Cup. I wish these first round matches in smaller nations would have more pressure before any nation is eliminated. Are you trying to say that these first round teams should get the chance to play in the second round? Is that what you're saying? It was more like a 1+1, so I'm saying like to the end of the 2022 season and an option to extend a further year. Of course, that option itself lies with the club first if they want to extend it, you know. So you have that from that angle as well too to consider, you know. So that's how things look right now, you know. So yeah. Yep. So that's where we are. That's where we are, folks. The World Cup qualification format is out. How's everybody doing? Is everybody confident? Is everybody looking forward to it? Let's go. Because this is a journey. This is a journey. And we're going to need all hands on deck. We're going to need everybody singing from the same hymn sheet as well. Everybody, guy. Everybody. All right, guys. Everybody. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. Hit the like button right away. Okay, guys? Go ahead and hit the like button. Let's see what you guys have to say. No change to format, just would be nice for a nation like Anguilla to have a decent crowd considering how rare World Cup qualifying is on the island. Well, Trent, if you have... The thing is with Anguilla, I doubt they have 12,000 people on the island, you know? Population. Okay, their population is 15,000. Okay, 15,000 and change, right? And it might be a little bit more right now. Perhaps a close to 20,000 right now. And when you're bearing in mind Anguilla's football team and everything of that nature, you have to look at it and be like, listen, the situation, quite simple, is that facility. You know, you have to look at the facility. And the facility is not really 100%. You know, Ronald Webster Park is a home to only 4,000 people. 4,000 is not a lot when you compare it to the National Stadium or even the Catherine Hall. You know? We've seen more support in the recent editions of the Nations League. It was really good to see that support. Montserrat, when Montserrat took on Belize, and Montserrat, as you know, is a country of a British overseas territory, I should say, an island of just over 4,000 people, and they were able to welcome some fans, and fans were there to cheer on. And they scored a fantastic goal to defeat Belize by 1-0. So Montserrat, that was a great experience for them. But yeah, you're right. Again, 2 games, 1 game, and then they're out of World Cup qualifying, and the next time you'll see them again is the Nations League. But at least they're playing more games compared to what they did 2 decades ago, where they'd play 2 games in World Cup qualifying, 2 games in a Caribbean Cup, so they'll play 4 games in a 4-year cycle. That's not enough. Not enough at all. So, yeah. Progress. Progress is needed. Mhm. And the commissioner of Major League Soccer, Don Garber, says the 2026 World Cup will be rocket fuel for the MLS. Basically giving them what they need, what they want. Yeah. So yeah, it's good, isn't it? Compelling times ahead. Interesting times ahead. Yeah. What are your thoughts on CONCACAF's new 30 million US sports complex in the Dominican Republic? It's a fantastic facility. And you can understand why the Dominican Republic is hosting a lot of tournaments of late. The CONCACAF Women's Under 17 and Under 20, and it looks like for the near future, DR is going to be the hub for women's youth football competitions. I thought it was going to be the IMG Academy, but now it looks like it's going to be DR. But let's see. Let's see what could happen, you know? Yes. Let's see. So yeah. What are your thoughts on Infantino saying football will be more popular than American football in USA come 2026? I think it's still going to take a bit more time, but I love the bold statement. And I really, really hope it does happen. I really, really hope it does happen. Personally, I think it's going to take a little bit longer, but I do think perhaps in a decade from now, we could have that conversation again. Absolutely. I love the format. It's going to be crazy for every team, but bring it on. Deje comienza la locura. Entiendo, mi amigo, entiendo. Es una situación en fútbol, en CONCACAF, muy bien, ¿no? Pienso que hay muchos equipos, especialidad españoles, que juegan con mucho corazón. Es El Salvador, Costa Rica, la República Dominicana y muchas más. Outer East, what's up with McMaster? Needs to find a club. I live by IMG, Simon. I know a few people who work there. They have some really talented youngsters with Jamaican background. I can imagine. I can really, really imagine. This is where London Donovan went, you know, IMG Academy. And I know they have some fantastic pitches. I mean, we saw it with the under 20s, didn't we? We saw it with the under 20s, the team with Jamoy Topi and Niku Daly and Jadine White and so on. We saw it with that team, you know? That was a good team, a team where Jamaica didn't lose. Tyree McGee with a brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. You know? It was really good. So yeah, it was a really good goal. A really, really good goal. Yes, folks. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. I really, really appreciate it. You come to Florida, you have a new house to stay in Bala, jobless. Enough respect, Trent. Hit me up on Instagram here. Enough respect. Yes, folks. Really, really appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you very much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are great, you know. You guys are fantastic. Thank you very much for everything. You know, it's really, really been great to see you guys. If you guys haven't already, you know, you smash the like button. Any questions you have at all, any question you have at all in relation to the situation of the format for the World Cup or beyond, go ahead and let me know. Any questions at all, go ahead and tell me. I'm eager to hear and see the questions that you guys have. All right? I really, really want to see the questions that you guys have. Okay? think it's important. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's right, folks. You guys know what to do. You guys know exactly what to do. So thanks, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary right now for more content. All right, guys. Big ups. How far will Napoli go in the Champions League? I think the quarterfinals. Yeah. Fan support. 12th man. We need this badly. Yep. Agreed. 110%. All right, guys. Take care. More to come.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.